Hello YouTube, welcome to part 2 of Dark Souls 2 Crown of the Ivory King, the Extinction playthrough. If you're wondering where part 1 is, I want to say it's Dark Souls 2 Extinction part 8. It will be linked correctly in the description. We were in Frozen Elysium Lois for like 80 deaths, trying to get the item for Shaded Woods. So I decided that's where we're going to start the DLCs. And Crown of the Ivory King is widely considered the worst of the DLCs, with Shaded Woods and Frozen Elysium Lois being listed as the two worst locations in the game. That was all of my breath. Ignore the fact that there's two bonfires here. They're both listed as the worst for the same reason. Invisible enemies. So, when we left off, we had... This is a really long run. Ask me how I know. We had left off with the first, I think, 4 enemies despawned, and we got to that chapel right there. So, we're just going to run through for video's sake and have all of this shown as cleared as we do with, well, everything. I always tend to show off that we have completed everything in the game. As we learned in part 19, I really should New Game Plus and then done this challenge so I get the mimics and the extra enemy spawns. But I'm gonna leave that to if some masochist wants to one-up me. There's your one-up. Do it in New Game Plus, where there are extra enemies. I also, I'm going to pause here, real quick here. I bought a whole bunch of weapons. I got boss weapon. I used all of my souls, my boss souls, to buy weapons. So I've got Thorned Great Sword from the Mirror Knight, Defender's Great Sword, Watcher's Great Sword, Smelter Demon's Sword, Lost Sinner's Sword, Pursuer's Ultra Great Sword, the Drakewing Ultra Great Sword. Have you sensed a theme here in what weapons I picked? The Spider Fang, which I think I got on stream. Man, my YouTube is going backwards. The YouTube this is uploaded to is holding steady at 8 subs. Who cares? My main YouTube that I don't use anymore, where I put up all of my Epic Duel videos, and when I said I was going to remake some Epic Duel guides, all that footage is still on my hard drive. I've just never touched it. I can't find the will to make these videos, but I've recorded a bunch of them. That YouTube channel, I've just been watching slowly lose subscribers. I choose to believe it's people's accounts on YouTube getting deleted. The Curved Dragon Greatsword is not from a boss. It's from the memory in Freya's arena. The Black Scorpion Stinger, I believe we had already. That's from Man Scorpion Tark's wife. The Butcher's Axe is from the Rotten. The Giant Stone Axe is from the Giant Soul. The Barbed Club +5 is from Flexile Sentry. The Iron King Hammer is from the Old Iron King. The Sanctum Mace is from the DLC. I must have picked that up while I was checking where I was in the DLCs. Yep. The Black Knight Halberd that I was using for a little bit. Oh, I can still get invaded by the Forlorn. I'm actually standing near one of their spawns, so this is really stupid. Got the Dragon Rider's Twin Blade to go with the Dragon Rider's bow we were using for a while. I got the Spotted Whip from the Frog Boss that I memed on and instantly lost to. I picked up the Bow of Want from Nassandra's soul. All 3 of her soul weapons are really good, but apparently the Bow of Want is very good in Sanctum City. You make it +5 lightning infused with lightning arrows. It just tears through Sanctum City according to the wiki. I got the crossbow shield. I don't know why. I just wanted it. I think that was the only shield I picked. I think everything else I picked was weapons. Yeah. There's those nerds off in the distance that are still very much alive, but I think you have to thaw out the ice and silence the storm. Then you go down through that tower and you pop up over there and fight those nerds. I believe is how that whole rigmarole goes. This room, still terrible, but I did learn how to make it better. You run through here, you fight all of these guys one by one. So you kill this dude, you run up top, you kill this golem. Totally optional, he never aggroes down to you. The maidens never aggro to you as well, but you can kill them in 2 hits, so it doesn't matter. And then from the doorway, you can pop these guys with a bow and pull 2 at a time instead of all 4 at once. So that makes that room a lot safer. This room was just annoying. It's 2 enemies. There was a dude in here. There was the 2 ice golems over here. I want to say this was your introduction to the ice golems. You had 1 and 2. I'm at 253 deaths. That wasn't from dying to the enemies. I was using the Black Knight Greatsword, and I wasn't having a good time with it. It's actually stronger than this weapon, but it's just slower than dirt. So I went to Majul and I jumped off the cliff until this was fully usable again after fighting Nassandra. Here's the second bonfire. There was 2 golems here. You have these. This room was, I want to say, 7 enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4. A golem makes 5. And then a golem and a knight makes 6 and 7. Yeah, this room was 7 enemies. It was actually a little hectic. This door is still locked. There was the sniper tower over there. There's the rampart golem and 3 prisoners over there. I didn't get to show the next guys on stream. There's a rampart golem here. When we picked up the eyes, there was actually 2 enemies. One right here was a knight with an ultra great sword, and one right here was a sword and board knight that were invisible phantoms until you got the eyes, and they die. And as soon as you kill them, they don't respawn. There was a little retainer right there. There was a soldier hiding in this doorway as a sneak attack. There was a rampart golem there. There was a dude at the bottom of the stairs, which is where we're going. Climb up this ladder, which may have been the invisible ladder Before you pick up the eyes, there's an invisible ladder in this DLC, and I don't remember where it is. That dude is gone. There were 3 dogs down here. They are all gone. And there was 1 dog right here. He is gone. All of this took me approximately 4 hours. So that would have been a stream in and of itself on Wednesday, but my throat was bothering me, so I wasn't going to stream, but I still wanted to be productive. I should have recorded it and done a supercut as part 1, instead of saying part 1 is part 8. Go back and watch it. Here's where the eyes were. This is where we stopped progressing the DLC. There was a single enemy over here who was another invisible knight. He had a big hammer. This was before I realized they were one and done. And I stopped as soon as I saw these corpses. This was sure enough sign that I didn't make it this far, and this is all new content. You're on the other side of the bonfire. This counts. I've beaten part of this DLC before. I've beaten the old Ivory King. I am familiar with that fight. I am not familiar with what makes this DLC so infamously bad. As in, I've not experienced it myself. If you want to come around this corner and fight where you don't have backup, by all means. They do that a lot too. I like the Forlorn Greatsword in that it's 2 hits, they're guard broken, and then they die to a guard break attack. Okay. I am wearing the Gold Serpent Ring. I gotta be careful about despawning this room until I break the ice. Otherwise, these golems I'll not be able to activate. Unless they're gonna make some of those enemies puzzle enemies, in which case they can't be despawned. Okay. Where are you, Holy Knight? Come on down the stairs. I don't know where you are. That'll tell me. In case you're wondering what Seed of a Giant Tree does, is it makes it so that if there are enemies nearby, they attack invaders. Invaders are seen as local occupants to a world. Okay, problem solved. There are so many of these golems. I saw it too late. I was already in my menu. I saw it too late. I thought that was... I knew there was an invader who used that. I thought it was in Sanctum City. Which tells me it's potentially used twice. Solid whiff, and that man lives to see tomorrow. Well, I assume, like every other invader, we'll step up here. He'll invade again. That man poked me with a stick. I'm just wasting Estus flasks. This is not a pretty area to go through right now. Okay, which barrel are you hiding in, nerd? I could walk up and poison the barrel. That's parry. That's guard. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to poison the barrel. Don't turn your back on me, nerd. I have no desire to actually fight you because you'll just die to poison. Oh good, a human effigy, the thing that ruins my build. I was expecting a mimic and I got backstabbed by a barrel, so... Yeah, I think I technically got the mimic. Okay, so... Okay. Poison pants are not going to be useful. On the other side of that fog wall is a boss fight. We already tested that. We already know that. I remember there being a try jumping message over here. But that actually does make me feel better that that area loops back. So yes, I need to clean it out. Yes, it will be annoying. Yes, I need to drink something because my throat's turning scratchy. But I can ignore it until after I clear the ice. Because I am walking straight from the bonfire. There are no enemies before this boss arena.
This dead city has nothing to offer. Go back. Do not seek the old chaos, nor its twisted flame.
Can I poison this man? Okay. No, I can't poison this man. Okay, how does he feel about fire damage? Likes it a lot less. You guys saw that, right? I'm just trying to see what all of his moveset is right now. That's why I'm not actually, like, engaging. There's an opening for healing after that lunge. There's a 1, 2, 3 lunge. Okay. So maybe you bait out that 3 by going to heal. Unsure. We're just gonna... We're gonna take that one with us. We get exactly one. Well, we accidentally hit Estes. We're going back to the bonfire. I meant to hit start. I don't need... I think I just want Ring of Steel protection. I think I just want to take less damage. Because Forbidden Sun has a pretty snappy cast time. So I'm not worried about shortening my cast time for Forbidden Sun. That was on my end, not on yours. Let's open with Forbidden Sun, actually. Because he opens with a spell. Okay, I was hoping the answer to all of his attacks was just get in his face. Ooh, big turnaround swipe. I knew he had those. One, two, and he's gonna pounce. No. Oh, there's a wall there. Just need to figure out where my opening is. I'm rolling to the right, maybe need to roll to the left. Maybe I just go full triple crossbow. Go grab some fire bolts from Orphanix, grab the triple crossbow, and just lay into him. Oh, my souls are so far away. Can you get off my souls? Please and thank you. What happened to my dodge there? I need the ring of drink orange juice faster. That's the ring I need. I could go full lacerating arrows. Because as we just saw, he takes bleed damage. He went meow. The close proximity is kind of a cheat on that. Again, he went meow. I'm just so slow that this boss is kind of painful. Okay, what if I go full bow and arrow? Okay, so it's left, right, pounce. bow and arrow doesn't feel comfy on him because you're constantly trying to get out of range. Okay, we're just gonna have to figure it out. I like the idea of... And I don't know if I can actually do this, but I'm gonna check. Yeah, okay. So we're doing a fairly good chunk with bleed. So I'm hoping if I put bleeding serum, I can bleed in 2 hits, and I can chunk him down faster. Forbidden Sun is a good answer to one of his homing crystal soul masses. Oh, that was a miss. And 3. Help, I'm stuck inside his hitbox. That would have been a great time to do damage if I had confidence. But I don't.